Minecraft. Boots with the fur. What is that referring to? I can't think of any items in the game, really, that makes sense for. Cats, maybe? I don't know. Maybe it's something outside of Minecraft. This will be episode 43 of Exploration and Tactics, and in today's episode I am going to do some caving, some spelunking, also exploring abandoned mine shafts, we'll kill some bad guys, we'll light some things up, we'll find a dungeon, and at the same time I'll be talking more about Minecraft in general, about the ultra-hardcore that's going on, some other Minecraft topics, and so, without further ado, let's get started. Hello, and welcome back. Last time we were playing, my cat had come and sat on the chest, which is very cute, but also kind of a pain in the neck from the point of view of if you want to get to your materials, you won't be able to. And so I believe you can solve this problem in a number of ways. So first of all, I think you can get the cat to get off of the chest by feeding him another fish. Ooh, now he's purring. Well, that's nice. But he still seems to be sitting on the chest. If I walk away, now he's okay. Now he's running around again. Okay, great. And now he probably wants to mate with another cat. So maybe I shouldn't have fed him the fish. Why don't you? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to right-click on you and try to get you to sit down. Oh, now you're sitting on this chest. Oh, how crazy. So in any case, what I was going to do in order to try to solve the problem is basically make it impossible for the cat to sit on the chest by placing some upside-down half slabs above it, which I believe means the cat will no longer have room to sit on top of the chest. But at the same time, I will be able to still open up the chest and access it. And my phone is ringing. Excuse me one moment. Sorry about that. So I think that will work well for this. Cats also like to sit on your bed to prevent you from sleeping. But right now, that's not a problem for me. And yeah, unfortunately, this chest I have to hop over right now with the stupid way that I've constructed the inside of this. And so I think I'll probably go ahead and cut myself another way to walk around so I don't have to hop on top of the chest, and then put some blocks up here so the cat can't end up sitting on top of this chest, which I guess would be the smart thing to do. And possibly you can, like, heat some things in the furnace, and then that will make the cat want to hop up on the furnace instead. I don't know. In any case, cats, on the one hand, it's very cute behavior. On the other hand, it could be, a problem if you're trying to get into a chest, and it could be the chest that has the stuff that you need, and the cat is sitting on top. I'm not sure what you do. And you were just bouncing around like a crazy kitty. Can I make you sit? There you go. Good job. Yes, so I think I'm going to put some slabs above this as well, and the bed I'm not going to worry about because I don't use it all that often. So in any case, I'm going to do that, and then I will meet you guys down in the caves, and we'll talk about some more stuff, so I will see you in a moment. Alright, and we are spelunking through some areas that I've previously explored, although not thoroughly explored. I do hear some bad guys over here, but at the same time, I don't mind doing some kind of backtracking. Sounds like the zombies are through here. Oh, and that was multiple zombies. I wonder if there's going to be a zombie dungeon. I forgot to bring an axe this time around, which is a little unfortunate. But c'est la vie. I will survive without it. And in any case, I figured while I'm doing some spelunking, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the ultra-hardcore series. I'd done some speculating in the previous episode about how things would turn out, and already... Oh my goodness! Alright, it seems like there were just a couple of zombies there. There's some gold over here, which all of a sudden I want after I've been watching all the ultra-hardcore. I'm thinking about, ooh, golden apples. But I'm not going to do much mining right now. I'm mostly just kind of spelunking and exploring and lighting things up. But in any case, it feels to me very much like watching the ultra-hardcore is like watching a sporting event. Because everyone likes to have, their own just, opinions and ideas about what's going to happen, but then there's all kinds of randomness and unexpected things, both in terms of the environment as well as what the players choose to do, that makes it completely unpredictable. It's like trying to predict the outcome of football games or something like that. And so already crazy stuff has happened since my previous... Hello, Mr. Skeleton. You were going to see me over there, probably. Or perhaps not. All right. Works for me. I will take some free arrows, and hello, Mr. Creeper! You also are dead, sir. But yes, Kurt is still alive and going strong. If you don't want spoilers, my suggestion would be to watch nothing else other than the Ultra Hardcore series and don't read any of the comments because, yeah, just like when watching a popular sporting match, if you don't want spoilers, you pretty much have to kind of like seal yourself up into the world and not communicate with anyone if you want to keep yourself spoiler-free. So in any case, I was trying to talk about the ultra hardcore matches that are going on. So I find it very fun and exciting to watch, and I like thinking about the strategies. So yeah, it's got all the kind of competitive aspects of a sports game, as well as the Minecraft and kind of, you know, brainy aspects of a chess match in terms of different strategies. It is not a strategy that I would have originally come up with myself, but now having watched through 3 episodes and seeing how everyone's portals are getting linked, it's obvious to, in retrospect, go, aha, if you're playing on a 2000 by 2000 map, then of course it's very likely that people's nether portals are going to be linked. Because if you had a nether portal just kind of in the center of the map, then basically kind of pi over 4, about 3/4 of all of the portals people would create on the map would end up getting linked with yours, given the way that nether portals just kind of work out. Sounds like the zombie is over on the right, but I think possibly the spider dungeon that I found was back over here. I don't remember for sure. And I did want to find it again, because when I was in that spider dungeon, a number of people said, with all the skeletons that you heard, it seemed like perhaps there was a skeleton dungeon nearby. And so if we have a chance to rediscover that dungeon, I will be happy to go exploring to see if there's a skeleton dungeon nearby. But right now, I don't remember exactly where it was, and so we may or may not encounter it again. Alright, and I think we're definitely getting louder in terms of zombies, so hopefully I'll find another cave system or mine shaft over here. But in any case, the way people's nether portals are getting linked, a strategy that seems like a good one to me in retrospect is simply to be first to the nether, go into the nether, you know, make your portal into the nether, kind of block off most of the portals so that you'll have kind of a quick escape route back into the portal, and then anger the pigmen. So, you know, throw a snowball at a pigman or something like that, because in SMP, once you anger the pigman, they become angry at everyone on the map, not just the one person who angered them. Okay, so here's a zombie down here, and it seems like he is alone. And so I will just come down here to fight him pretty easily. And light up some of this lake. Hello, zombie. You thought you were going to get close enough to hit me, but no, it's not meant to be. Ooh, and I'm going to run out of torches. And I see some coal over here, and I haven't been mining coal, and so I'm going to mine some coal as I continue to talk. So yes, I think basically be the first into the nether, go into the nether, anger the pigmen, but then have a, you know, way to block yourself off so you can escape back through your own nether portal. And then pour some lava on top of your nether portal. And then basically most of the other players seem to be trying to get to the nether so that they can do the brewing stand strategy to get kind of health potions, which is a reasonable strategy. But if you're not first to the nether, then it's very likely that someone else who's been just trying to rush to the nether at all costs will have beaten you there. And I would like to make exactly 64 torches, so I will get 16 sticks. Hooray! Exactly 1 stack. All right. Yes, and so anyone else who then hops into the nether will go into the nether. They'll immediately discover that the zombie pigmen are after them there. And so they'll go, oh crap, probably, and try to come back out of the nether. And when they try to come back out of the nether, rather than going back to their own nether portal that they just created, it's very likely that they'll create your nether portal that you created. And when they walk out of there, they'll discover that it's covered in lava. And if they quickly take a step out, they'll be covered in lava. And yeah, you could do other things in terms of traps there. So that's one kind of big strategy I've thought of. The other one is basically to just be first into the nether and then make a nice kind of zombie pigmen proof, you know, gas proof base over in the nether. And just kind of live out your time in the nether. And once again, use the zombie pigmen strategy against other players. Basically, when you discover there's other players in the nether, just go throw a snowball at a pigman or something, and the other players may, you know, unexpectedly be standing next to some pigmen, and all of a sudden they'll be under attack. And so you could use the pigmen as a weapon against players in the nether, much as Kurt was using his friendly wolf as a weapon against other players who chose to attack him in the real world. And so that is another fun strategy. I expect there's lots of other strategies. I doubt they'll kind of like do the exact same type of series in the exact same way once again. Although I think they could choose to do that because I think it's super exciting and it would be kind of like worth the replay value to do it all over again. And yes, if I were invited to one of those, I would happily participate. It would be very fun. I hope that I would bring some new and exciting strategies to the table. Oh, I heard a popping noise, and it's the lava. I still haven't gotten used to lava making a noise. But at the same time, Kurt is kind of like the only person that I know very well among that group. And yeah, kind of like Good runs a lot of the show, setting up the servers and putting together a lot of the clever ideas for things to do there. And so if they happen to invite me, that would be great. But I'm not going to try to, invite myself in with that group. And so we'll just see what happens as the time comes. All right, I've been circling around. Okay, there is another direction over here that I have not yet explored. And so I'll do that. But yes, I'm going to be very curious to see how the Ultra Hardcore plays out. And yeah, take anyone's predictions with a grain of salt, because, as I said, there's so much randomness and so much unexpected stuff that can happen. Who knows? All right, I think I am going to mine up a few things here, just because that's a nice, easy thing to do, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit when I find some more darkness to explore. I guess one thing worth noting right here, I'm not a builder, and so I don't need coal for very much. I don't smelt a whole lot, and I especially don't make, glass and smooth stone and other kind of pretty bricks that people use for building. And so as a result, the only coal I really need tends to be coal for torches. And so I don't collect much coal. The one kind of exception, like obviously at some point you're going to need coal. I do try to spend most of my time mining coal down when I'm at kind of the gold and diamond and redstone layer, simply because it's better if you're only going to mine coal in a few places. I'd prefer to do it down there where it might expose new bricks and might find kind of a hidden vein of diamond that I wouldn't otherwise uncover unless I happen to be kind of digging through random bricks. And so if you're someone who's like me and does kind of mostly kind of exploration kind of stuff and doesn't need a whole lot of coal, then I recommend that you try to never mine coal except when you're down at the diamond layer, because that's when it's the most effective in terms of possibly also exposing diamonds. So there is a minor tactic that you might use in your own Minecraft adventures. And in the meantime, as I've been talking, I found another dark spot, and so we can continue to explore, which is great. Ooh. So yeah, we're definitely down around layer 20 or so, since I see lava pooling down there, which happens at layer 10. Could hit F3 just to validate. Yep, Y of 21.6. Pretty good at estimating that just by a quick look. And, ooh, here looks like an actual cave system as opposed to a mine shaft. Ooh. I love it when you see lava or other things in the distance that light things up in the distance and you realize you're in a huge place, just because it's a great visual effect. All right. I hear something swimming. I haven't seen what it is. I also hear a skeleton somewhere. I don't know exactly where. Aha! There is the thing I hear swimming. It's a creeper. I'm just going to leave him behind as I continue to explore. Once again, the new mob AIs haven't quite gotten the hang of. I definitely should try to get the hang of this creeper. Has he not yet seen me? Like, I don't understand it. And I really need to practice more with the mob AIs. I should really do it inside SMP, so I'll be more prepared for, Reddit Race for the Wool tournament strategy. I mentioned the angering the pigman strategy, which is definitely useful, it seems, in the ultra hardcore, or I think potentially useful. It's also useful in some of the Reddit Race for the Wool maps, because there are some of the maps that have pigmen spawner on them. And so basically, if there are pigmen who have spawned in your opponent's lane, and you're in a position where you can safely kind of kill off your pigmen, it could be useful to kill them and then get the pigmen angry at you, and then they'll also be angry at people on the other team, and if the other team is not expecting it at that moment, that could be a nice way to kind of like have a surprise, enemy assault on the other team's side. They could catch them by surprise and do some damage. And so that is also a general strategy I've been thinking about in terms of that. I think there's only one or two of the various maps they have for the Reddit Race for the Wool tournament that have zombie pigmen spawners on them. But that is one tactic that I have in my back pocket that I don't mind mentioning right now. because I think people have applied that strategy before. All right, we seem to be kind of at the intersection of a ravine and this mineshaft area that I've only partially explored. There's definitely a bit of danger over here in terms of lava. I'm not too worried about the dangers of much else. One or two random creepers or other creatures is not likely to hurt me with my full suit of iron armor. Nevertheless, I do need more target practice, because we know that I tend to aim too low, and so I will practice using my bow and arrow in order to get rid of that creeper. And I will also put out a little bit more of this lava, because it's making me a little bit uncomfortable to be so close to it. So let's just do like that, and that, and I'll put some bricks over here. There we go. Alright, that makes me feel better. And now, I cannot tell if this is circling back to areas I have explored or not. I do see some torches. Okay, so I have explored over here, and this looks familiar. Well, there's more ravine over here. I'm caught in a spider web right now. I really did want to try to find that spider dungeon again that people were saying sounded like it might be near a skeleton dungeon, but I had just been completely wandering, as is so often my mode of exploration, and then when I finally went back to the surface, I just dug my way back up to the surface and walked home on the surface, and so I don't have an easy way to kind of climb back down to that dungeon either. So hopefully we will encounter it again. But in the meantime, let's see, are there other stories? Oh, one random thing from my weekend here is I went with a friend to the Seattle Art Museum, which currently has an exhibit with Gauguin, and so I saw some of his art, and one of his paintings that I liked the most was a painting entitled, in translation, The Big Tree. And I like that very much because I've been obviously watching 3-2 on YouTube, Epic Realms, who is the creator of the Final Fantasy map. I've been watching his developer playthrough and commentary of his own map. And so one of the areas on the Final Fantasy map was, of course, I think I might be near that dungeon, the Big Tree. And yes, he was talking about how it was kind of inspired from the movie Avatar. And I, then was kind of a little tickled to be going to an art exhibit. You guys saw after I went to the Dali Museum a while back, right after Christmas break. I had an episode about that, where I did kind of Dali in Minecraft and tried to reproduce a Dali kind of crazy abstract painting in Minecraft in creative mode. And so this is blocked off, I presume. Oh no, I guess I was making stairs up. Alright, I hear spiders. Oh, it's a normal spider. I have very little to fear from you. So yes, basically the previous time that I went to an art museum exhibit was with Dali, and it had something that kind of harkened back to Minecraft and made me want to do something in Minecraft. And then today I went to see another art exhibit, and it had the big tree, and that reminded me of Minecraft as well. And so I suppose that probably means more than anything that I just have Minecraft on the brain. But yes, I thought I would share that with you all. And yeah, 3-2 has been a great map maker in terms of Final Fantasy, and I'm also enjoying his kind of walkthrough and playthrough. Obviously, he knows his own map pretty well, but at the same time, he's obviously a very capable player. He went through Vex, played through Vex's Nightmare Realm, and now he's gone through his map until he got kind of to the top of the tree and started taking some bad falls and spills. He had managed to get through quite a lot of the map, well, at least the starting area and traveling around, without dying, and so he's obviously a very capable player. I was thinking he could be a valuable asset on a Race for the Wool team at some point in the future. I'll have to talk to him about that. Alright, I am not sure that I have other places to explore, and so I'm going to try to find some other darkness, and I'll bring you guys back in a moment. Alright, I just climbed up here, and it seems like there's another cave system that might be fruitful. So we'll continue on over here. Another thing... Oh, one second. Sorry about that. Another thing that I've been thinking about doing in exploration and tactics, people had been saying they would enjoy seeing me build something, whether it be a house for aesthetics or even more excitingly, something to do, with redstone inventions and stuff like that. And I like the idea of trying to do redstone inventions, and I think I am capable, from the point of view of if I had a good idea, I think I could implement it. And I've only done one or two things, like I've done some things with piston lighting, with redstone and kind of like the old exploration and tactics, but not a whole lot else. And it's mostly for lack of ideas. So if people have ideas of things that they have not seen implemented in Minecraft, redstone devices or otherwise, that they would like to share, I definitely, if I had more ideas, would try to do some more builds. Oops, you are not a friendly spider. And so, oops, and there is a skeleton. And here is the spawner. And there is a spider who's going to try to kill me before I have a chance to knock out the spawner. I have no interest in currently making a mob trap out of any of these things, and so I will just break it up. Yeah, in general, so I've never made kind of a real mob system. I had the little skeleton skelevator is what I called it. The skeleton elevator that pulled skeletons up to the surface so that they would die by natural light, sunlight damage in my old exploration and tactics world. And I mostly just kind of, oops, hello, it's more of you. This creeper seems to be stuck. And I think I can get over here reasonably quickly to get enough light in here that will be unlikely to spawn anymore before I have a chance to do that. Sounds like there is another spider around here somewhere. Oh, there's actually a lot around here. Alright, this could be a little bit dangerous, which is always good while I'm trying to do some storytelling and talking. So yeah, I am definitely up for trying to do some kind of like redstone building and inventions, but at the same time, I haven't built mob systems, both because, I don't know, it's not particularly interesting to me, and it's been done so many times before, and I definitely prefer to try at least, to kind of march to the beat of my own drummer when it comes to kind of Minecraft videos and Let's Play stuff. And so that's one of the main reasons I've avoided doing a lot of the things like mob systems that you see people like Etho do. It does have the advantage if you do create, mob systems that then you can go and get experience grinders in order to get high-level enchanting, which allows you to collect then a whole lot of kind of extra loot and inventory. Why is this zombie, headed away from me? Shouldn't you be trying to walk towards me? And with much more loot, obviously, it's much easier to then collect materials and, build other big things. And so, that's obviously kind of Etho's calling card, is basically he creates a kind of automated system to get all the materials he could ever want, and then he can build all kinds of crazy stuff in his Let's Play because he has materials on hand. Obviously, he's just very kind of like a genius when it comes to coming up with different ideas, as well as just taking the time to invest in making videos with all of this stuff and doing cool stuff. So I love Etho for all of that. And so I'm not going to try to be, do all the things that Etho does, but I do like some of the things that he does, and so I would like to try to add some more of that kind of building creativity stuff to my own Let's Play. And mostly it's a matter of having the ideas. And so if people have great ideas, by all means, please do let me know. And yeah, perhaps that will either give me, explicit ideas of things that I could build, or otherwise just inspire me to come up with some of my own ideas. Hello, creeper, where did you just come from? If you're walking over here, that must mean there's some more darkness over here that I haven't yet explored or found. Perhaps you've been chasing me for a while. And yeah, I definitely still hear more spiders around here. So, where is the darkness? Maybe it's around this corner over here. Probably. And let's see, who do we got? We got some more dark areas. I prefer to go down, because down is where the good stuff is. Ooh! Oh, another spider dungeon, a big spider dungeon. And so, this obviously is not the same one as last time. It's been spawning lots of spiders and it's not lit up. And so, let's walk in here, let's add some light. I saw a funny, oops, one more managed to spawn. Or perhaps he had been hiding on the ceiling and I didn't notice when I walked in. I saw a funny Minecraft meme recently on Reddit. You know, all the, perhaps you do or perhaps you don't, the little picture memes that have a picture and then some text above and below. And this particular one has Minecraft Steve, you know, the default avatar. I have my own avatar at this point, but Minecraft Steve. And on the top, it talks about Minecraft Steve finding a dungeon and says, finds a magical blue enchanted box that spawns life out of thin air. And then what does Minecraft Steve do? Steals the floor. And that's so true for Minecraft players. We find these dungeons that are just kind of like these awesome mystical things when you think about it in terms of the physics of Minecraft. And what do? We just walk in them and we steal up the mossy cobblestone out of the floor. There's one other thing that we also need to do when we find a dungeon, and that is to see what we've won. So let's see what we've won. Why, Brian, you've got some wheat and some bread, some rare cocoa beans, some more string that you don't really need, some redstone, another bucket that you also don't need. It's fabulous. These prizes and more are yours to be had for conquering a dungeon. Ooh, more cocoa beans, more wheat, another saddle. As we know, I like taking these things as kind of keepsakes. And the buckets, I don't know what I'm ever going to do with all the buckets that I collect, but I enjoy collecting the buckets as well. And at this point, I think I've been talking for a while, and so this is probably a good place to go ahead and end an episode. So yeah, I'm not sure what we'll do from here. Please do, if you have ideas, offer them up. As always, I offer no guarantees. I choose to, you know, play and do whatever it is I want to do, but at the same time, I am happy to try to get some other ideas in terms of what people would like to see me do. And so feel free to offer them up in the comments. In any case, thank you for watching. Hopefully, I will be getting back into a little bit more regular rhythm with Minecraft videos, because I know I haven't been making as many as I usually do lately. And yes, I hope you were having a good day. I will see you next time, and we'll do some more exploring. Thanks for watching.